Hyvää iltapäivää, hyvät naiset ja herrat. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. God eftermiddag, mina damer och herrar. My name is Eero Eloranta. I'm Vice President of Aalto University, responsible for education and entrepreneurship. And it's my pleasure and honor to invite you all in this renovated, beautiful building which makes me speechless. And I'm expected to speak here. The vision of Aalto University is innovative society. So Aalto University is aiming to be known as one of the useful universities on the earth, where usefulness is measured through capability of innovation and entrepreneurship. And strongly connected to this vision and aim and target is the educational strategy of Aalto University, which simply says educating game changers. And this educational strategy is strongly connected to the spirit of this building. And what we are witnessing here today is the dawn of the new era of learning. So what kind of creature is a game changer? So naturally, a game changer is to be talented. Actually, a game changer needs to be multi-talented, which starts from the point of grand challenges that we face here locally and globally, and is not at all scared to meet these challenges and solve them, or at least bring strong contribution in the resolution of these great challenges. And what is needed there is multiple skills, multidisciplinarity, transdisciplinary, meaning that it's possible to create something new out of the disciplines, and even post-disciplinary activities. And that makes a strong challenge to a university community, not only to the students, but to the faculty and the whole community, including all the supporters of the university life. So the universities, we have a tradition to work through the known. But the unknown solution can't be discovered if we won't stretch from the known towards the unknown. And challenge what is there and what we can see and what we can't see. And even the roles and role models of the students and faculty people is changing. So rather we are to talk about co-creative educational experimental experiences. And this is exactly where spaces and venues like this learning center are needed. So we are expecting huge amount of contribution out of this building to facilitate not only our students. Students are naturally the most important customer group of this venue, but also the researchers, faculty, etc. And the borderlines between the research and education, professors and teachers, service, etc., they are to be challenged and met and faced in a creative fashion in order to discover solutions for these complicated problems. The location of this building is fantastic because it literally gives us the physical interface between the university and the rest of the world. And the metro station will be there in the closest possible proximity. So I am, and we all are extremely excited what will come. So sounds fascinating. How this has been possible? So the renovation process has taken roughly 3 years. And it's a joint effort of our students, architects, designers, service designers, engineers, and construction people, etc., etc. And somehow I feel that Aalto University is indebted to all of you in person. But based on the time limits, I pick up a couple of names. And first of all, Matti Raatikainen and Risto Maijala, and the whole team of the Learning Center. Then people in Acre, so our real estate facility, especially architects Päivi Hietanen and Pauliina Skyttä, and Jarmo Vilander with his team. Architects Tuomo Remes and Teemu Tuomi, arkkitehdit NRT, sisususarkkitehti Päivi Meuronen tiimeineen, arkkitehtitoimisto JKMM, pääurakoitsija NCC Rakennus sekä muut hankkeessa mukana olleet suunnittelijat, palvelumuotoilutoimisto 6. kerros Jari Danielsson tiimeineen. Ja lisäksi haluaisin mainita hyvästä yhteistyötä hankkeen tiimoilta lisäksi Arvo-Aalto-säätiön, Museoviraston ja Espoon kaupungin. And many others. So in this spirit, I propose a toast for Aalto University Learning Center. And now I hand over the microphone to Vice President Antti Ahlava.
Yes, welcome everybody also from my part. My name is Antti Ahlava and I'm the Vice President of Aalto University for Campus Development, and I'm here to tell you a little bit background for this project. This building has a remarkable role in the development of Otaniemi, and actually we could simplify its role in 3 different stages. At the first stage of this place was when there was a manor house called Otaniemi Manor in this place. And actually the exact location of this learning center is by one of the courtyard buildings of that manor house. And when I guess that many of you have heard about brothers of famous bird and nature painters from the history of Finland called von Wright brothers. And one of the most famous painting by them is to fighting black birds. But not many people know that these brothers were actually from this place, from Otaniemi Manor House, where they spent their childhood and youth. And this kind of pastoral landscape was the first stage. And then when Alvar Aalto won the design competition for this area in 1949, he took exactly the formation of the manor house and its fields as the starting point for his design. And we can still see the remaining rows of lime trees, for example, here, which are all leading to this library building and also connecting Otaniemi to Tapiola. And in addition to this history, one of Alvar Aalto's main starting points here was that this hill where we are now is actually the Acropolis of Finland. And Alvar Aalto did not only compare Acropolis to this hill, but he also saw that Otaniemi is very much like Rome, that they are both based on 7 hills. Of course, here in Espoo, the hills are not that tall. But really, this ancient history was a starting point for the actual architecture of this place. We can see it, for example, in the themes of terracing. That if you think about this Alvarinaukio field over there, that it's based on buildings placed on slightly different levels, and also the landscaping is terraced like that. And the same principle can be seen inside this building. That so alongside the heights of the landscape, this building is also raising little by little. And another theme from ancient history is the fan shape or the amphitheater. That in Otaniemi we do not only have the big auditorium amphitheater, but also the massing of this library building is based on the same idea. In a little bit cubistic form maybe, but you can still see the fan when you enter from the main entrance, and the spaces are shooting out from that. But this combination of the main building of University of Technology and this library is really one of the most remarkable public buildings and environments designed by Alvar Aalto. And he was one of the best, clearly, architects from the 20th century in the whole world. And we still have that principle that whenever we have new projects in Otaniemi, we try to hire the best architects in the world. And for example, in this project, we had the best skills from Finnish architectural sphere, which we have now present here, working here. Okay, now we are entering the third stage of the development of Otaniemi. And it is based on the establishment of Aalto University and the decision to develop Otaniemi as the main campus. So we are moving lots of activities from Arabia and Töölö to this area, which means that we are constructing new buildings, but also renovating old ones like this. And even if we make investments, the idea is to have lots of savings simultaneously, that we are going to work in smaller spaces than earlier. And it would be great if the spaces were used like this, that there are this many people all the time, and we have encounters and people meeting each other, which has not always been the case here in Otaniemi. But simultaneously, this congestion is also a possibility of creating culture and life. So our wish is that this learning center will be also the first stage in the development of Aalto City. So we are talking less and less about Otaniemi as a campus, as a hermetic cloister-like place. And we would like to develop this into a living and livable city with lots of new inhabitants, new services, and workplaces where people don't necessarily work for the university, but also for the companies. And we have also the possibility of mixing different user groups and usages within the same buildings, which is not the case with all other universities. Okay, and now comes the official part. Yes, this might be a surprise for many of you, but now we have a historical moment, and it is my privilege to publish the new name of our learning center. Minulla on ilo ja kunnia kertoa oppimiskeskuksen uusi nimi, joka on Harald Herlin oppimiskeskus. Harald Herlin Lärcentret på svenska and Harald Herlin Learning Center in English. Harald Herlin oppimiskeskuksen nimi kunnioittaa Bror Harald Herliniä, joka eli 1874–1941. Hän oli suomalainen insinööri, yrittäjä ja teollisuusmies. Hänen elämäntyössään yhdistyy teknologia, talous, suunnittelu, yrittäjyys ja teollisuus. Hänen elämäntyössään yhdistyy myös samat asiat, jotka ovat Aalto-yliopiston toiminnan ytimessä. Ja tämä nimi valittiin yhdessä Aallon pitkäaikaisen yhteistyökumppanin Teknologia-teollisuus ry:n kanssa. Seuraavaksi toivotankin Teknologia-teollisuus ry:n Jorma Turusen tervetulleeksi lavalle. Jorma, ole hyvä.
Thank you, Antti. On behalf of Technology Industries of Finland, it has been a great pleasure and honor to be invited to this event, and especially to participate in the name-giving process. As a job task, name-giving is very unusual, but it has been very pleasant and entertaining we had great fun with Antti and your colleague when we were thinking about what a good name for this learning center would be. Teknologiateollisuudelle on erityisen suuri kunnia, että erästä meidän parhaimmistoon kuuluvan yrityksen perustajasukua kunnioitetaan tällä tavalla. Harald Herlin tosiaan oli Helsingin kaupungin palveluksessa ja sitten ryhtyi yrittäjäksi, perusti oman vesijohtoliikkeen tehtyään näitä hommia Helsingin kaupungin palveluksessa aikaisemmin. Kaiken kaikkiaan 4 sukupolvea Herlinejä on vaikuttanut Teknologiateollisuus ry:n hallituksessa. 3 heistä puheenjohtajana ja 1 varapuheenjohtajana. Ja nyt se, mitä tässä on tapahtumassa, niin jatkuvuus jatkuu. Eli Teknologiateollisuus ry:n vaalivaliokunta on esittämässä 5. sukupolven edustajaa Jussi Herliniä Teknologiateollisuus ry:n hallitukseen. Ja tämä virallisesti tämä valinta tapahtuu tässä vielä tämän marraskuun aikana. Tämä on mun mielestä paitsi, että on kunnioitetaan Herlinin sukua tällä tavalla, niin mä haluaisin vielä nostaa esille yhden asian, joka tähän liittyy mun mielestä erittäin oleellisesti, ja se on tämä yrittäjyys. Me keskustelimme tässä nimenannon yhteydessä sitä, että kaupungin virkamies kun ryhtyy yrittäjäksi, niin se on jo sinänsä huomioarvoinen asia, ja yrittäjyyshän liittyy hyvin läheisesti teknologiateollisuusyritysten menestykseen. Siellä on aina yrittäjä takana ja halusimme myös tämän ottaa huomioon tässä. 4 sukupolvea ja 5. tulossa, so to speak, niin mun mielestä niin symbolisoi jatkuvuutta. Ja sen takia mun mielestä on erityisen hauskaa, että tämä jatkuvuus näkyy myös sitten Aalto-yliopiston menestyksenä tästä eteenpäin. I wish that the students of Aalto University will have a lot of joy and pleasure of this learning center. Thank you.
Jorma, I would like to ask you to stay here for the official cutting of the silk ribbon. And I have the pleasure also to invite, starting the cutting, Jussi Herlin, the representative of the Herlin family.
Terve. I wish to thank the technology industries of Finland and Aalto University for this privilege to be present here at the opening of the Harald Herlin Learning Center and to tell you briefly my side or my story or my notes from Harald Herlin, who is my great-grandfather. So as you heard, he was born in 1874 and he was the 7th of 10 children for his father Albert Herlin, who his father died in 1890 when Harald was 16 years old, and in the spirit of entrepreneurship, the widow of Albert Herlin, Hanna Herlin, sold all of his husband's businesses and started her own business. She started Hanna Herlin's leksakshandel, which operated in Aleksantterinkatu for a considerable time, so a toy store. And this might be some of the earlier influences of entrepreneurship also for Harald. And Harald Herlin contemplated studying economics and business, but at that time the only way to study an academic degree was to go to Europe. So he had applied and he had gotten financing, and he was already on his way to buying a tailcoat because he was going to go to Dresden to study business, and those times you needed to have a tailcoat just to study. But at the last moment his plans changed, and he stayed in Finland, and he started in the technical university, Teknillinen korkeakoulu, to study surveying. And the contemporary view is that, or the historian's view is that maybe this might be because he wanted to stay and help his mother with running the business, and he didn't feel like he could do that from Germany. Now, Harald Herlin, his studies, well, he finished his studies, so good on him. But he apparently he did okay. But then it has been posited that he could have done even better if he hadn't had to work in the toy store during his studies. So I guess he faced similar challenges as today's students as well, having to balance studies and working life. And later he taught graphic statics, I think that's the English term, graafinen statiikka, as an assistant here in the Technical University. But instead of going for a career in academia, he decided that he wanted to go for he wanted to chase a financial success and entrepreneurship instead. And he worked for a while as a civil servant, as was mentioned. He worked for the Helsinki Water Authority, and as Jorma mentioned, then he started his own water pipe company. And then later on, he noticed that there was a lucrative opportunity that Oy Gottfried Strömberg AB had a subsidiary called Kone, and the parent company was in financial trouble, so he stepped in as an auditor and also offered to buy this part of the company from Strömberg. They needed the cash flow, and he saw the potential that Kone had at that time. So, and well, he was right. Now. And Harald Herlin was, as mentioned, he was one of the founding members and the second chairman of the Technology Industries of Finland. Arvoisat kuulijat, Harald Herlinin insinööritausta ja suvusta saatu yrittäjän sielu määrittivät hänen elämäänsä ja perintöään. Hänen suuri kutsumuksensa oli kaupunkielämän kehittäminen ja parantaminen, niin kaupungin palveluksessa kuin oman vesijohtoliikkeen ja myöhemmin Koneen johdossa. Harald Herlinin nimeä kantava oppimiskeskus voikin parhaiten nimeään kunnioittaa omistautumalla ihmisten elämän parantamiselle sinnikkäästi ja ennakkoluulottomasti, uusinta teknologiaa oivaltavasti hyväksi käyttäen, mutta siitä sokaistumatta. I wish this learning center and all of its users best of luck and fortune in the generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Jussi. Thank you, Jorma. Thank you, Antti. Now it's time to check that whether this building is worth all that has been said so far. So there are people with those yellow badges in front, so that they are the co-workers of the learning center. They are happy to provide you any assistance regarding the guidance of this building. Then there is some sparkling wine, some snacks, and downstairs there's the jazz band Polyrhythmi, which will bring some another ingredients of enjoyment. So enjoy yourself, get familiar. The official party is now over.
jo, säkki tuuli tänne. Täällä en jaksa yöä pakertaa. Otan kirjastokorttini.
Teen rohkeasti.
Miten otan niemi antaa parastaan. Onnistuu, löysin Pohjolan kansikirjan. Kaikki painokset myös sen liivän. Vaikka tietoa riittää, otan niemi oppimiskeskukseen. Sain. Kannit pitäis tehdä, mutta mistä alkaa? Onneks meillä on keskus, joka tieteen osaa. Löydän artikkelit ja paperit, joilla kadunkin valmistuu. Kaikki nää tiedetään, tarjotaan. Onnistuu, vihdoin valmistun, tieteemme onnistuu. Tiedon hausakin käy vain se onnistuu. Alvar Aaltokin ylpeä ois, kuinka upea tää keskus nyt on.
Hyvät opiskelijat, paras henkilökunta, kära studerande, bästa personal, dear students and staff. Intohimo, rohkeus, vapaus, vastuu, eettisyys. Nämä ovat Aalto-yliopiston arvot. Mutta arvot ei merkitse mitään, jos ne eivät konkretisoidu yliopiston tekemisessä. Onneksemme Aalto-yliopistossa kaikki pyrkivät toteuttamaan yhteiset arvomme, visiomme ja missiomme. Erityisesti tässä rakennuksessa on hienoja mahdollisuuksia rakentaa jotain erinomaista, jotain ainutlaatuista ja jotain aaltolaista. Ylioppilaskunnalla olemme tänä vuonna miettineet, mitkä ylioppilaskunnan seuraavat askeleet ovat. Lopputulos on, että meillä on 2 kehityskohtaa, joita haluamme edistää. Ensimmäinen on yhteiskunnallinen vaikuttaminen. Kaikilla opiskelijoilla pitäisi olla mahdollisuus olla mukana vaikuttamassa yhteiskuntaan omalla tavallaan ja osallistua yhteiskunnallisiin keskusteluihin. Toinen kehityskohta on aaltolaisuuden rakentaminen. Aaltolaisuus on vaikeasti määriteltävä termi ja tarkoittaa eri asioita eri ihmisille. Poikkitieteellisyys, taide, innovaatiot, yrittäjyys tulee ehkä mieleen, kun puhutaan aaltolaisuudesta. Minulle aaltolaisuus tarkoittaa kaikkia näitä asioita, mutta myös vielä enemmän. Jag minns när jag diskuterade med bergsråd Georg Ernroth om vad meningen med Aalto-universitetet är. Han påminner mig om ett jättegammalt men mycket enkelt uttryck. Där var människor möts föds nya idéer. Eli missä ihmiset kohtaavat, syntyy uusia ideoita. Uudella oppimiskeskuksella on mahdollisuus olla hieno kohtaamispaikka alan opiskelijoille kampuksen sydämessä. Tämä rakennus, TKK:n vanha kirjasto, ei ole enää vain kirjasto. Kun maailma kehittyy, yliopisto kehittyy sen mukana. Oppiminen ei tarkoittaa enää samaa asiaa, mitä se on tarkoittanut aiemmin. Opiskelija ei ole passiivinen tiedon syöttymisen vastaanottaja, vaan on aktiivisesti mukana luomassa omaa ajatusta, ymmärtämässä monimutkaisia ongelmia ja löytämässä uusia ratkaisuja. Myös uusi teknologia, kuten digitalisaatio, antaa täysin uusia mahdollisuuksia oppimisen kehittämiselle. On hienoa, että opiskelijat ovat saaneet mahdollisuuden olla mukana oppimiskeskuksen suunnittelussa yliopiston kanssa. Opiskelijat ja ylioppilaskunta ovat mielellään myös mukana kehittämässä tulevaisuuden oppimista. Esimerkki tästä on Suomen ylioppilaskuntien liiton ensi vuoden Suomi 100-projekti, jonka tavoitteena on luoda Suomesta globaali oppimisen keskus. Toinen esimerkki on tämän viikon Aallon opiskelijoiden mahtava temppausprojekti. 1400 opiskelijaa vierailevat 1500 peruskoulussa ympäri Suomessa ja nostanut esille peruskoulun merkityksen Suomelle ja näyttänyt, että oppiminen on hauska ja osallistava kokemus. Dear students, the Learning Center can give students a place where you can come and let your creativity flow, find new solutions to old problems, do project work with your classmates, search for new information and apply it to your own studies, or just drink a coffee and chill with your friends. Look around you. This place is a perfect example of new innovative learning environments. In our versatile campus, this provides a unique service to the students of Aalto. I hope this place gives birth to a lot of new #autonomy stories. And another thing that I am sure will attract students is that you always can buy beer from the cafeteria. Toivon, että oppimiskeskus pystyy konkretisoimaan Aallon arvot. Kuitenkin se tarkoittaa, että tarvitaan enemmän kuin vain seinät ja hienoa uutta sisustusta. Meidän täytyy nyt ottaa käyttöön hienoja uusia tiloja, joita olemme saaneet, ja näyttää, miten uusi oppiminen toimii ja mitä aaltolaisuus tarkoittaa. Kiitos.